Hey, this is ASpengler, and today we have another small build. This one was mainly, or when I was deciding to build this one, it's mainly based upon I made this vehicle, the M8 Greyhound, and then I kind of wanted to feature it in a little build, so I kind of made a little road, I guess. It's kind of just like a little bit of a road, and then just with some walls around it, so that's kind of it. But before we go more in depth into looking at details and such, I did take some time lapses while it was being made, so let's go ahead and watch those, and then we'll come back and get a little bit more in depth of a look at it. Back after those time lapses, I don't think there was much added afterwards. Sometimes after the time lapse ends, I'll go back and put little things here and there. I might have added a little bit to the walls, but other than that, I think it's pretty much the same as when the time lapse ended. So for the most part, it's kind of just meant to feature the Greyhound, so there's not too much going on the outside, but there's my usual kind of road technique. So we could take the Greyhound out, because you could watch another video of mine. I have gone more in depth into the Greyhound itself and how that was made, so we can move that off for now and kind of just show you guys some of the landscaping details, plus the walls and such, get a better view on those. So this is kind of my usual road technique, but I didn't have quite as many of these 1x2s with the stud in the middle, so normally that will be the main piece that I use all throughout the road. This time I had an abundance of the the 2x2 circle plate pieces, so I mainly went through and put a ton of those down, and then plus to add kind of a more of a muddy road effect, I put these 1x2 dark brown tiles down as well. Kind of covered those up and incorporated those into it to give it some more depth and a different color, so it's not just all brown or the reddish brown color. And then I used some of the little cheese slope pieces to kind of make it look like the mud was stepped in and kind of squished to the side. So that's kind of the road detail. And then going off to the sides, it's kind of my usual wall technique that I use with the 1x1 studs plus the 1x2 plates, but this time I tried to mix in a few different colors for the plates, like light grays, dark grays. Then I used some of the brown ones for the bottom, and then also some dark tan kind of mixed in there as well. Some things kind of done differently for this, since a lot of my grass pieces are in my Castle mock, you can see in the background. Well, I think, yeah, all of my grass pieces are used in there, so I had to kind of be a little creative and use different techniques. So I've been using these. If you saw the last bridge skirmish mock, you would have seen that I used these cheese slopes again that are the olive green and the dark green, and I kind of used those for a little grassy effect. And then I used a few of the bamboo leaves, but I tried to limit those just because I feel like it kind of represents like an maybe Italian like road. It's kind of hard to go off since it's a smaller build, but that's kind of how I interpret what it looked like. I wasn't really aiming for something particular. It would be the European campaign just because of the Greyhound and the whole look overall, but I'd say it looks more like an Italian battlefield type area, so that's kind of how it turned out to me. So there won't be quite as many of the bamboo leaf type Lego pieces that are plants in that area, so I tried to limit those, but I did include a few of them just to kind of give it a little bit more detail. And then that's pretty much it. So there's not too much in, so I'll put the Greyhound back because that's kind of what is highlighted in this build. So some things coming up in the future, I'll probably plan on doing some more vehicle builds and smaller builds like this for a while. I don't know if I'll get around to doing a huge one like Castle in the background in the near future. Maybe something a little bit smaller, but it's obviously in the way, so I'll have to figure out some ways I can move it around or put it somewhere else, or even eventually take it down. But I'm kind of trying to put that to the side. I think it's cool keeping it up. I don't really want to take it down yet, so we'll see coming up in the future. But with that, thank you guys for watching. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.